Friday Night Fever Game of the Week is brought to you by Game Day Haircuts.
Yeah, week 3. A lot of make or break games around Northeast Mississippi, including our game of the week, Pontotoc hosting Houston. No need for pontificating tonight. Ooh, see what I did there? Let's get right into the action. This was a first for me at a high school game. The spear throwing into the logo. The hype was high on senior night and the Warriors started on a high note. Quarterback Connor Armstrong nicely executed screen pass to LJ Jones. That gets the Warriors into the Hilltopper side of the field. Couple of plays later, nice sign right there by the way, Pontotoc. Senior Jamarcus Whitfield busts through the line into the secondary and inside the 10-yard line, sets up a 1st and goal. Now 3rd and goal. Armstrong rolls out to his right, finds Big Bro Cade in the flat. Sup, bro? Touchdown, Pontotoc. They go up quick, 7-0 in the first. Houston trying to answer back. The band, they love it. They're getting into it. After getting inside the 20, here's 4th and a country mile. Martavius Parker makes one heck of an effort to get a 1st down, but the Warriors, look how close he was. Stop him short, turnover on downs. Pontotoc goes 3 and out on the next possession. The Hilltoppers take advantage of a short field. Parker steamrolls his way over the goal line for 6. 2-point conversion, no good. After giving up a lot of points in their first 2 games, both defenses came to play in this one. Let's see the final. Pontotoc with a 4th quarter surge down the Houston Hilltoppers 28-12. Pontotoc 2-1. Houston 1-2. Tupelo versus West Lauderdale, their 3rd opponent of the week. They were originally supposed to play Grenada, then they were supposed to play North Panola. Now they're playing West Lauderdale, and this is Kyson Brown rumbling, stumbling, bumbling for a 40-yard touchdown run. But the very next series, here's West Lauderdale. Anything you can do, I can do better. Jacarius Grant, 35-yard touchdown run. But in the end, it came down to an extra point. Tupelo gets a dub on the board, 21-20. They're now 1-2. Now let's go down the road to West Point. West Point and Noxubee County. Big game in this one. West Point trying to get above 500. Yeah, that's right. The powerhouse, 1-1. Noxubee QB Chrishard Rupert pass out to Bobby Shanklin. Quick 7-yard gain right there. Flag on the play. Next play, Rupert pass out to Shanklin. 35 yards to pay dirt. That dude's got some wheels. Noxubee, were they going for the upset? West Point. They don't go down too easy. Let's see that final score. They end up running away with this one, 31-15. West Point now 2-1. Noxubee County 2-1 as well. Let's go to Shannon. The Louisville Wildcats, they got up early on this one, 21-0 after the half. 3rd quarter action now. Jace Hudspeth pass out to Nick Jackson. 6-yard gain. Nice little tackle there by the corners. We love seeing corners make tackles. Now Hudspeth hands off to Jaden Triplett. No gain. More defense. We love defense. It's not all about the touchdowns, folks. Defense matters too. Hudspeth rolls to his right side. Look to throw to Jackson. Picked off. Chris Hughley takes it all the way back to the 20-yard line. We don't have a final score for this one yet. Amazingly, Twitter, they let me down. They're up 21-0 in the second half. We're going to go on and assume that Louisville won. But if you have a final score, get at us on the Twitter. All right, Morville hosting Lafayette. 14-0 in favor of the Commodores in the second quarter. Morville defense, nice sack there. Brody Estes. Lafayette head coach Michael Fair looking on. Then Lafayette's QB number 1, Tyrus Williams, throws a screen pass over to Kylan Vaughn. And he gone. Touchdown, Commodores. Lafayette goes on to win in Morville. They avenged their loss to Oxford last week. And going down to South Pontotoc. The Wildcats hosting the Bruce Trojans, and this was a slugfest. Bruce down 8 with good field position to try and tie it up before the half. Oops, not anymore. Bad snap, and Kenneth Waters, give it to me, sack lunch. No. 3rd and long now. Jet sweep for Bruce. Check out the effort by Austin Stroop. Definitely thought he was dragged down for a loss, but no, he's still alive, goes all the way to the other side of the field. Heck of an effort, but still came up short. Wildcats were up 8 at the half. They go on to win 28-0. Let's go to Fulton. Itawamba Ag senior night. ICC coach, head football coach Sean Cannon on hand, showing some love to his son. Senatobia, though, trying to be a spoiler on senior night. Tyrese Hillette throws to number 2 Ray Thomas for a 42-yard touchdown. Senatobia was loving it. High fives all around. Itawamba cheerleader says, let's get fired up. Let's get fired up. A few plays later, Itawamba defense, huge sack by number 12 Gavin Freeman. Did they come back to win? No, they did not. Senatobia, 28-13. They spoil senior night. Tonight in Boonville, it was a somber event. Last weekend, a Boonville football player, Logan Hard, died in a car accident. Logan Hard. The team decided to honor him by playing the game against Saltillo tonight. They had a ceremony before the game. T-shirts, 500 of them, were made by the high school and sold, and all the proceeds went to his family, and his number 8 was on the field. So Boonville, emotional game here tonight against the Tigers of Saltillo, and they look to get started early. John Deaton Daniels, beautiful pass and beautiful catch by Carson Nash, but the touchdown, unfortunately, called back. Saltillo now, they answer. They're going up on the board. Tyler Smith takes the handoff, and he's going to scamper in. Number 24, there he is, Tyler Smith, into the end zone. 2-point conversion was good. They went into the half up 8-0. But then Boonville scored 12 unanswered points in the second half, including a 3-play, 66-yard game-winning drive to improve to 2-1. And if that is not divine providence, I don't know what is. All right, last game of this block, Winston Academy against Oak Hill Academy, the battle of the academies in Clay County. Winston Academy, of course, from Winston County. It was homecoming night over at Oak Hill. Winston Academy QB hands off to Carson Watkins. Tough 3-yard gain there. Winston Academy goes for it on 4th down. Joner to Hudson. Ew. Incomplete. Oak Hill quarterback now, Manning Huffman. Great name for a quarterback. Rolls out, looks, decides to keep it, and he's got some wheels here, folks. He's running around. Nobody wants to tackle him. Keep on going, son. Nice little 20-yard gain, tossed out of bounds. Give me a final for this one, please. What do we got? Winston Academy, they go on to win big. They ruin homecoming, 33-0. All right. Whew. Take a deep breath here. I'm going to need some water after the break. But first, we've got our all-important award. The cheer team of the week goes to Pontotoc, and they broke the streak. They broke the streak. Last 2 weeks, the losing team's cheerleader won. This week, the winning team's cheerleader, they just take it all. Sorry, Houston, it's Pontotoc's night. Take it away, Pontotoc cheerleaders. Oh.
The Friday Night Fever Cheer Squad of the Week is sponsored by Magnolia Soap and Bath Company. Night Fever Cheer Squad of the Week is sponsored by Magnolia Soap and Bath Company.
He does not pay my paycheck. I didn't mean to double them up. That's the Pontotoc cheerleaders of the week. Welcome back to Friday Night Fever. I'm Matt St. Jean. Rhea Thornton is on standby in the Golden Triangle. Huge game down in Stark Vegas tonight between the Yellow Jackets and Meridian. Rhea, what you got?
Thanks, Matt. I know it's pretty hard to tell, but I am back in Starkville for yet another non-conference matchup for the Yellow Jackets. Undefeated Starkville took on Meridian tonight, and the Wildcats have had a pretty rough start to their season. But one of the great things about high school football is that records don't always deem who will come out on top at the end of the night. Pretty close, as Starkville only led by 2 touchdowns. However, on their first possession of the second half, Luke Altmaier hands it off to Jordan Mitchell, who breaks a tackle and hurdles a defender on the ground to book it down the sidelines, but gets taken down just shy of the goal line. This set up the Jackets for their next big play. Altmaier uses his arm to find Stacy Robinson, who takes a defender with him across the pylon to put Starkville up 21-0. But the Wildcats said it was their turn to get on the board. Naquandre Smith heaves the ball up for receiver Fernando Atterbury to make the play and give Meridian its first TD of the game. However, it was the Yellow Jackets who ultimately came out on top tonight with a 35-14 victory over the Wildcats. So Starkville remains unbeaten for now, but they will be traveling to South Panola next week to take them on as their next opponent. Reporting live in Starkville for Friday Night Fever, Rhea Thornton, WTVA 9 Sports.
Ooh, that's going to be a good one in South Panola. Thanks, Rhea. Undefeated Leak Academy traveled to Starkville Academy, taking on the Volunteers. The Vols were tenacious on defense tonight. Oh, that's a great word, tenacious. Here, Charlie Cox blows through the O-line to get the big sack. And the very next play, the Rebels go for the deep ball, but intercepted, acrobatic by the Vols. Volunteers win this one in a big way. Oh, actually, no, Leak Academy came back to win. They were up 31-14 at one point. Leak Academy comes back to win 49-45. Now, Heritage Academy hosting Bayou Academy in the Patriots' homecoming game. The defending champs came out ready. First drive, Mac Howard looks in the end zone, finds Trey Narr to put Heritage up 6-0 early. But that's not all. On the very next drive, Howard scans the field to connect with Harris Gunter, makes a great snag, beats a tackle, saunters across the goal line. Heritage Academy, they win this matchup big, 48-13. Clarkdale hosting South Panola. We'll get through this one real quick. South Panola, of course, they got a big matchup next week against Starkville. How did they do tonight against Clarkdale? Well, they did pretty well. 41-6. Friday Night Fever, it's been a blast, folks. I'll see you next Friday for more Friday Night Football action. Thank you so much for joining us. Have a great weekend.